not a lot of noise around you, and you can't see the other boat in the race. It's really important to fall back on internal metrics that you and your boat have developed over your season, right? Points that you can reference, say this is what we're going to do and when, and everyone in the boat knows exactly what you're talking about. And then you start closing that gap. You based on the coxswain's judge of how far behind you are, you say, let's close this gap by doing this, in X strokes.
Now, and of course, in the fours, you've got the coxswain down in the bow, so they get a great look ahead at their opponent if you're Dartmouth, but you aren't able to see your own group behind you. What's the challenge there when you're not able to look at your group of four rowers?
Yeah, fours make highly technical coxswains because it becomes a game of you really have to be sensitive to the movements of the boat. And when you have a tailwind like this, that's an additional noise that a coxswain has to then sort of sort through on their own. But, you really become in tune with the way the boat moves and the way it sounds at different points in the stroke. So I would say, this is as much a coxswain's race as it is anyone's, especially in conditions like this.
Still Cornell 1, Dartmouth 2 in the Petite final at V4A.
I would say both crews fairly conservative, well within range of race pace from a stroke perspective, but I see both coxswains, I bet, have been, let's get leverage, let's get a grip on the water, rather than, spinning at a high rate. Like, let's make each stroke count.
Cornell took that big lead right out of the start with a punishing first few strokes, and they have continued to expand it. At least a couple of lengths of open water for the Big Red inside the final 500 meters of this course here at the Cooper River.
Yep, and this is fortunately likely to be the best weather that they have throughout the course. The bottom 500 seems to be a little bit calmer and gives the crews an ability to spread out and work the rhythm up into a sprint.
Do you expect to still see that full sprint even when you have the lead like this? Is it, again, you're going for your best overall time and you got nothing else to work for, and likely your last event of the season as well, so you want to leave it all out there?
Last event of the season, sometimes of a career, if there are seniors in that boat, and so I would say I would not be surprised if we see a full-fledged sprint here despite the margin.
And there is in this group Alexa Perlman, Brianna Arrington, Isabel Willoughby, Kate Schroeder, and Megan Perez, a senior for Cornell. Megan Perez in that bow seat, the senior finishing off her career.
Yeah, I'm sure what's going through her head right now is this is my last strokes for the Big Red, and she wants to do them right. And you can see that right here, as the boats come closer to the finish line, the stroke rate has gone up, the rowers have sat up. They're definitely in sprint mode.
And Cornell's put a real stamp onto this as they've extended their lead even further. Really impressive performance from Cornell's Alexa Perlman, Brianna Arrington, Isabel Willoughby, Katie Schroeder, and Megan Perez. They take the Petite final at the Varsity 4A level. In unison the entire way, and now we just get the margin back to Dartmouth. A few more strokes for the Big Green. Here comes Dartmouth at home in second, 8th place overall in the V4A. So 4 points to Cornell, 2 points to Dartmouth in the V4A race.